Ladies and gentlemen, our presentation for today is all about prevalence of traffic-related accidents among cyclists in Davao City, basis for prevention. I'd like to introduce myself. I am Lady May Quesada, together with my co-members, Bianca Kidato and Kristen Jane Delphine. So now let's proceed to the rationale. The impact of cyclists' behaviors and activity crashes. Sergio A. Yushi, Francisco Alonso, Luis Montoro, Cristina Esteban, September 12, 2018. Crashes constitute an open well-being concern whose effect and significance have been expanding amid the past few decades. Particularly, street security information have efficiently appeared how cyclists are exceedingly defenseless to enduring activity crashes and extreme wounds determined from them.
So the impact of diversions on activity crashes of cyclists was significant when tried along with age, chance recognition, and hazardous behaviors on their street. That comes about this ponder, bolster, and speculations that diversions have major predominance among bicycle clients, which they play a significant part within the forecast of activity crash rates of cyclists through the intervention of unsafe behaviors.
Cyclist behavior influenced bike mishap arrangements. Alice Billiat Grasset, Emmanuel Amoros, Martin Ars, Eminent, August 2016. In numerous major cities, bike utilization is on the increment, and cycling security is getting to be a basic issue. Most of the existing things about are based on the police information which downplays both the single bicycle mishaps as well as cyclist casualties. This study aims to begin with to investigate the predominance and patterns of cycling diversions inside and worldwide test of bicycle clients, and moment to decide the impact of such diversions and street crashes injured by cyclists. At the same time, considering the informative part of hazardous behaviors, plans, and activities infringement factors between cycling diversions and activity crashes.
Statement of the problem. The main purpose of this study is to prevent the traffic accidents that causes of cyclists in Davao City. Especially, it will answer to the following questions. Number 1. What is the rate of traffic accident in Davao City for calendar of year 2020 to 2021 in terms of month, types of vehicle involved, types of accidents? Oh. Number 2, what action can be proposed? Number 3, is there a significant difference on the level of prevention of traffic-related accidents among cyclists in Davao City? So, these questions want to know the result when this survey is conducted in terms of traffic accident of months and want to know the types of vehicle and accidents involved in 2021, and we want to know what are the actions to be taken to solve this problem that causes of cyclists.
So now let's proceed to objectives of the study. The key goals of this study were first to examine the prevalence and patterns of cycling distractions in an international sample of cycling users. Second, to evaluate the effect of such distractions on road accidents experienced by cyclists, while at the same time considering the explanatory role of risky behaviors, errors, and traffic violations as potentially mediating variables between cycling distractions and traffic. Finding of this study will helpful for the law enforcers to determine what are the causes of accidents and to suppress those cyclists who violates the traffic rules.
So let's proceed to significance of the study. This study may be useful to drivers, cyclists, and future researchers. This may help the cyclists to protect them from those drivers failing to adhere the speed limits and traffic rules. Bike lanes helps providing safe spaces for cyclists to bike on roadways and quicker than taking a car. This also help the drivers. It give them less thing to worry about on the road and have the potential to reduce traffic. This study will help the future researchers to know the analysis of prevalence of traffic-related accidents among cyclists. The future researchers may gain insight that would support their future studies. They can also use this study as a secondary source of data with their future and related research.
The scope and limitation of the study. This study will be significant, most especially to the drivers, cyclists, and future researchers can benefit this study. By giving them scope about analysis of the advantages of having a road for the cyclists during this pandemic. The study can be also beneficial for the theories because it will give evidence that theories can be true and relatively correct. Furthermore, this can be benefits the cyclist, driver, future researcher by giving them the result in order to provide more efficient way if needed. This study proposed that the cyclists need to have a road to avoid or prevent the traffic accident that causes accident in the road. It can help not also to the drivers, also for the commuter that need to go to their work on time because every types of accident in the road are causing traffic that many people murmuring to this problem, the problem of traffic incident.
Question number 1. In few sentences, are you able to tell us what your study is all about?
Our study is all about the traffic incident that causes of cyclists in the road. We need an answers on how to prevent this kind of problem because it takes an hassle in every people on Davao City, especially for the cyclists and drivers.
Question number 2. What's your motivation for this study?
It can contribute this study to have the knowledge on how the traffic incident can affect every drivers or users of the road.
Question 3. How will this study contribute to the body of knowledge?
It can contribute this study to have the knowledge on how the traffic incident can affect every drivers or users of the road.
Question number 4. What is the significance of the study?
The significance of this study are the significance of our study, the cyclist drivers and future researcher and the cyclists can help for them and protect them to those drivers failing to adhere to the speed limits and traffic rules. Bike lanes helps providing safe spaces for cyclists to bike on roadways and quicker than taking a car. For the drivers, help for them it gives them less thing to worry about out on the road and have the potential to the reduce traffic in the future researcher. It can help for them to know the analysis of prevalence of traffic related accidents among cyclists. The future researchers may gain insights that would support their future studies. They can also use this study as the secondary source of data with their future related research.